Well, welcome back, everybody, and we've got some really great games here this afternoon. We've got a bit of a country cup here on Field 1. Back-to-back, we've got the Roma 16 boys here taking on Gympie, and I've had this one circled on the draw, that's for sure, all week. It's great to see some of our country affiliates out here on Field 1, and it's going to be a pretty close tussle between the two of them. It's going to be a hard one to split. The Roma guys have done a really great job. They've been at the Junior State Cup for only probably 2 or 3 years, but they had some pretty good results last year. I think I might have either made a quarterfinal or just missed out. And Gympie, they're always thereabouts as well, so this is going to be a fantastic game. And it's going to be Gympie with the tap-off here. The Roma guys in the teal and navy shorts, as the referee puts his arm up to signal the start of the match. And Gympie with the tap-off. And they're looking to move the ball around early here. It was a nice little wrap play to start with, just to get the ball rolling. Yeah, I'll see what the Gympie side's got. First set of attack here. Nice little roost to play. Attacker there holds on to the ball. It was Matthew Pearce. And it looks like they might just work their way out and just kill the play. So pretty solid start from Gympie. Nothing too much showing there at the moment. And I'll welcome my commentary partner, Tristan Munner, to the booth. Tristan, I was just saying just before you got here, mate, we got 2 country affiliates here. It's a bit of a country cup, the old Roma and Gympie. So, mate, I'm looking forward to seeing how this one pans out.
Scotty too hotty, I love it, mate. Here we are. I've been lucky enough to watch Gympie and Roma over the last couple of days. So, yeah, really looking forward to this one. As we see, number 39, beautiful footwork, whacking the link, ba-bang, and going in underneath them. The number 8 from Roma, unfortunately, just a little bit loose there on defence.
So that was Shillingsworth. Nice little footwork and the big slam dunkaroo to nail that one down. So it's the Gympie boys that take the early leads. 1 touchdown to 0. It's, the Roma boys haven't really had the ball as of yet. A bit of an error led to that try, but it'll be interesting to see how they go here in their first set attacking the Gympie line.
Excellent. Lucas dumping the ball there. Lucas in dummy half there. Nice feed off to Mitchell. Let's see what the wee guy can come up with.
So just scoping him out here as Gympie draw out on a little sweeper play around the back.
Sweeper play. Doing the dance.
Yeah,
and we're straight back there, Scotty.
Ding,
awesome.
Ding. How about that, mate? I've just got this feeling about this match. There's just a feeling about it. That was Mitchell Eddy. So they've gone, righto, you've gone the old bang-bang off the right foot, and we'll just hit you back with the left right of our own.
Ooh.
Touchdown.
There we go, mate. Hey, we love touchdowns, don't we?
Oh, mate. It's why I get out of bed every day. I just love them. Eat them up, mate. Fantastic. I love the footwork. It's great.
There we go. Do we see touchdowns like that down at Redlands where you're from, mate?
Oh, mate. No, look, not really. Like, I'm pretty good at holding a wing spot and just plonking it down. That's about as much as I'm good for, I think. Big dive out, but just short.
Nice. We had Noah there stretching out, looking to the line. 5th and final play by the referee. Hands up nice and high.
Here we go. They've just lobbed it out and they just went, we're done with this one, I think. You boys can have a set. See if you can crack our defence.
Nice. Time for Roma to go coast to coast. Let's see if they can punch it up the middle.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're aiming for, but they might actually be heading towards the sub-box. But that was a nice little block play. You just gave them a few little extra metres there. Good fresh meters. Legs coming on, bro.
That's what I like to see, mate. Let's see what these 2 boys have got coming on. I'll tell you, those yellow boots run fast.
Mate, they are blinding. We've got eyes on him. If you're wearing fluoro boots, I feel like you got to be quick.
Boom! Through from half. Huge pass. Oh. Great touchdown out of play.
Just so close. I mean, the field looks like it's narrow. If it was only 2 metres extra, it might have been a touchdown. But
here we go. Tewksbury on the sideline. He was right Johnny on the spot to call that one. Here we go. Gympie looking to get some fresh legs on here as well.
Good footwork again. Just gave that extra sort of 5 or 6 metres, and it's all valuable when you're trying to punch up through the middle so you can have a crack. Here's our try scorer before. He could be a danger man again. They've got options here. Ooh, still play on. Still play on. Touchdown.
There you go, mate. That's what we like to see. Lots of footwork, lots of dummies. That's the great creative part of this game of footy there, Scotty.
Oh, how good was that? You thought it was over, and then all of a sudden he still found a way to get through. Good support, and the winger just held his spot out wide. Gave the big yee-haw, I'm out here, mate. And touchdown in the corner.
I tell you, mate, we steal movements from all sports. I've seen a pirouette so far. A nice pirouette by the half to go through the space there, buddy.
Oh, mate. Doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there.
All right.
So 2-1. 2-1, Gympie are in front.
I'd like to see if Roma have got a tap-off move set up here.
And he's going to pull him back here. The old touch and pass. Just a little bit scrappy, unfortunately. It wasn't the way that they would have liked to have finished that set.
Here we go, Gympie looking to steal some metres. Footwork, those extra passes. Boys taking the ball to the line, really looking for some advantage here. Gympie going straight down the middle. Beautiful plant. Got Roma on the back foot.
Could be still on here. It is. Go! He has been really impressive, actually, at Shillingsworth. Second try for him. But again, it was off his drive that really got the Gympie team going forward off that one. So that was great back-to-back efforts there from Shillingsworth with the Gympie side. They've taken this one to 3 touchdowns to 1 now.
I tell you, and he's got those yellow boots on too, Goulabarri. Excellent.
So important now for Roma. It is Roma. The Roma guys, they down by 2. They probably would be definitely looking to hit one back here, draw it back. They don't want it getting too far further than that. So let's see what they've got. That's good footwork. Oh!
Here we
He's going to play that. Wow.
I tell you, number 6, Mitchell.
Mitch Eddy.
Yeah.
That's great footwork. He's actually a good up-and-comer, Tristan, from out at Roma. We've sort of had eyes on Mitch for a while. He might have actually been part of the Junior Titans.
Nice, mate. Have you been out to Roma before, mate?
Mate, I've been out quite a few times.
Excellent. How far out is it?
Oh, mate, from Brisbane, where we're based, it's about a 6-hour drive, I think, thereabouts. Just a nice cruisy drive out west, but it's a fantastic town. The best thing about going out west into the bush, the people out there are so nice. They are the nicest people. They're so accommodating. So I've got a real soft spot for Roma.
Awesome. That's what we like to see. Here we go. 40 taking the ball into the line. Space available. Goes in goal. Here we go. Chest pass. Referee's happy with it. Points to the spot. Ba-boom.
Wow.
This touchdown fest, mate. I tell you, there's not enough room on your page for these touchdowns.
I'm running out of ink on the pen.
Woo. Excellent. Roma boys happy to concede the metres, tapping off from halfway. Here we go.
So 3-3, we're levelled up. And this is exactly what we thought might happen at the start of the game. It was going to be a close one, but the skill that's on show from the players has been exciting. A little bit of individual brilliance has been on the cards for the touchdown so far, but it's great to see. There's a pretty good crowd still here this afternoon checking this one out.
Yeah, they are building, indeed. You know, it's funny, I want to say that the coaches probably need to get this defence sorted, but both teams have got a few big spaces out there, and I'm happy with the touchdowns at the moment, Scotty.
Well, I mean, what do you do? Do you try, in this situation where the tries are coming so frequently, to tighten your defence up, or you just say, look, we just got to outscore them?
You know, mate. Yeah, look, realistically, we're probably trying to tighten that defence up, get on the back of our rucking and leave the ball down the other end every time. But, yeah, it is good to see these touchdowns.
And a bit of unstructured footy as well. Like this is good. This is good football. The boys are just having a bit of a look what's up in front of them, trying to beat their man. Look at this space already.
Oh, the gas man.
Oh, turns it back on the inside, but another great opportunity. That was Matthew Berry. So good speed shown from the young man.
Shillingsworth into half.
Yeah, he's our man.
So
just hoiks it back on the inside.
Ooh,
he's going to give it. Wow.
Definitely the danger man there, Shillingsworth.
Oh, he is. He's been in everything. He scored a couple and set a couple up. He's their go-to man. You'd think the Roma coach might be identifying him at half-time as someone they need to shut down.
I think so, Scotty. Definitely. He's got electric feet, that young man. Happy to do a nice big chuck pass. And lots of space there through the middle. All right, let's go, Roma. Let's see what's happening. Oh, there you go.
That's not what they wanted.
Put him under pressure there.
Why'd you do that to them?
Put him under pressure. Sorry about that, Scotty.
Poor guys.
Giving Gympie a bit of field position. Hopefully they'll get a couple of strikes on the line.
So really good field position here for the Gympie side. Great ball. Really impressed with the ball movement from the teams. They're just pumping that extra ball, getting nice wrap movements, but half court there, so fizzled out a little bit at the end of that set.
Yeah, Mitchell wasn't taking that dummy.
So here we go. Got a little bit of space and some momentum here. Nice little. We had probably an option to give it out to the winger, but they were covered in the end, so not a bad thing to hold on to the ball.
I would have loved to have seen Jirai go down the sideline.
He looks like he's quick, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And again, he looks like a little half mini afro himself there.
Yeah, we have a few going to the Queensland Facebook page there. There's some really fashionistas that we've got here at this event today, mate.
Mate, I'd love nothing but to have an afro. It's just unfortunately never going to happen for me. Inside ball.
Mitchell.
Yeah, we're going to pay that. Jeez, if Shillingsworth has been the one for Gympie, it's definitely clear that Mitchell Eddy is the one for the Roma guys.
Yeah, beautiful switch there. Had the defender and all sorts. And Patterson goes underneath for the touchdown. Coach is nice and calm and relaxed in the box. It's good to see, mate. It's good to see. Tewksbury about to restart. Boom. There we go. Hand nice and high. Roma got a couple of fullbacks back deep. There we go. Looking to apply pressure here. Nice defensive focus on that turnover there.
So here we go. We just got a correction on the score as well. Apologies for that. So 5-3, the Gympie side leading. And now, let's see how they go again. The danger man's on the sideline. We can see him here in front of us. So somebody else is going to have to step up in this play. Let's see what they have running into the line. And it's going to be a penalty. Just not quite moving forward fast enough for the referee there.
Let's see what Jasper can put together here. Nice pass. Ball's a little bit flat, a little bit static here, the Gympie crew.
Ooh. And just fumbled.
Couldn't hold that one together.
Yeah, you're right, mate. They did look a little bit flat, a little bit unorganised. You got to take those opportunities. They don't come up all that often when you get good territory down that end of the field.
Looks like Roman's getting a little bit trapped there as the ball goes down in the ruck. Unfortunately, just couldn't hold on to it there. That was Patterson, scored a beautiful touchdown down the other end and just lost a bit of control. Oh, referee's going to blow him for an involuntary.
Yeah, it's a little harsh, but...
Sorry, throwing the ball away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just got to leave it on the mark. So here we go again.
There's a lot of space out there in that link hole, mate. Far side.
Yeah. You just hope that they can... Oh,
and he gets underneath.
Yeah, he's got it.
There you go. Yeah, coach got his hands on his head over there.
So it's just a little bit sloppy on that one, mate, wasn't it, unfortunately? It wasn't in too bad of a position, but just before you knew it, he was underneath him, and it was a touchdown to Gympie.
It sort of looks like at the moment Roma are preferring to stand a little bit wide on defence and allowing the defender making the touch to go a bit man on. As we've discussed over the last few sessions, defence these days, we stand tight, start tight. Compressing is probably the most important part of our defensive policies. So I think it'll be whichever team decides to fix their defence first will take this one, mate.
Yeah, it's such an important aspect of the game as Roma. Oh, man, the footwork again. I'm super impressed with the feet.
Mate, especially after 2 days of footy, These boys are all made of rubber bands. Let's see. Tori and Lucas happy just to take their time, pull the defence out. Oh, fancy. Oh, great touch. There you go.
Yeah.
Gympie defender going man on as well.
So it's a touch they had to make there. If he just slipped through, they could have been in trouble. Offside player, so the meters are just getting eaten up. And they'll just keep rolling down this right edge. They'll take the meters while they're there. And here's our man. Nice little dummy to the player. He's going to have a crack here. He's going to have a crack. Oh, the old inside alley-oop. Dunkaroo.
It was on. Mitchell wasn't having a bar of it.
Oh, didn't quite work for him on this occasion. got the touchdown last time around, but it was straight down to the grass.
It looked like the space for him was back through the middle, mate.
Yeah.
That right foot and cut the two middles up. But here we go. Roma looking for a bit of field position, getting some legs on.
Let's see how that goes. The halftime hooter sounds in the background. Referee's just going to say, that'll do us, boys.
Go have an orange.
Have a quick drink. The old slice of orange. They don't really do the oranges at halftime anymore. Did you ever have oranges when you were...
Growing up?
Yeah.
Oh,
at
pre-cut.
halftime?
Pre-cut the night before, put into the freezer.
Mate.
Beautiful.
Freezer?
And I tell you, mate, oh, there you go. Coming from Christchurch where it's beautiful and freezing, game of rugby, bit of orange in the mouth, keeps everyone quiet while the coach says his piece.
Backs up as a mouth guard, potentially, as well.
Yeah, good fun, mate.
Yeah. So, do you know, we were talking about Roma before, but another reason, like Gympie, why I love Gympie,
Yeah, tell me about it.
they're one of the only places that still have an all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut.
You serious?
Yeah, the dine-in.
Wow.
You got to look. So if you're coming from the south,
Yep.
coming through Gympie, look on your right-hand side.
Or you can eat Pizza Hut.
They just don't exist anymore. So
I'm
I'm probably throwing it out there that potentially makes Gympie one of the greatest towns in Australia.
Oh, there we go. Bit of Pizza Hut.
Well, it's such a good thing.
I will admit, growing up, the old all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut was a favourite of mine. When I first came to the Gold Coast, it was good fun too. There was one there in the mall.
Oh.
Spent a bit of time in there, just quietly.
Mm.
We all know athletes love that kind of food.
I took my mum there for Mother's Day one year. It didn't actually go down that well because I made her pay as well. So
Oh, golly.
yeah,
There we go.
these things happen.
Yeah, mate.
So what did you think, mate, first half? Like, really entertaining to start with. Like we said, Gympie just sort of took it away. A few mistakes crept into the Roma side, so it'll be something they're looking to address here at halftime.
Yeah, it is good looking down at the Gympie box. I can see the coach, he's got his hands up and he is definitely talking defence to the players. So I think Gympie are looking to tighten the space up between them, leave the one big door open outside the winger. And I believe Roma are probably having the same conversation on the other side.
Yeah, spot on. Just feel like there was a couple of chances for the Gympie side that could have eventuated as well. We sort of mentioned a few times in different commentators about just having a look at what the defence is actually doing and where the space is. And they probably took the short side option a couple of times where they could have gone long. So little things like that they could address, I'm sure they're going to have a bit more benefit from in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. And we've spoken about winning the first two touches defensively on a turnover. So, in these tournaments, we are looking at your first level of representation. We talk about every metre and every moment is important. We can't just give those touches up and let players roll down the field and bust our shape in half, Scotty.
Yeah, it's spot on. So we're about to get underway here. Again, it's Roma with the tap. It's our man Micheletti. He's going to dictate things, you think. He's going to control this set. And they'll be looking to get one on the board to get them a bit more momentum and get themselves back into this match.
Ryan running the ML.
And runs into the defenders, so they didn't really have to move too much. They weren't in too much danger there. So well defended from the Gympie side. So let's see if they can create something. We're working into the last touch coming up here.
Mitch working with Thomas there. Thomas with the roll ball.
Here he goes. Here he goes. He's just got to find someone open. Options look limited, but did he get there? Touch made.
Awesome.
Fantastic touch.
Noah there.
Ryan Laverty making a great touch. So one that had to be made, but again, Mitch Eddy, he's eating them up.
There you go. Referee going to march him down the field.
So penalty there to Gympie. And they're on their sub-box side, so there's going to be some fresh pins working their way on. And they're rolling into some good field position here.
Middle making the touch. Back to the play on the spin around. That could be troublesome. That's close to the line. There he goes.
That's Jasper Wright. And he twinkled toes along the dead ball line.
Great touch.
Yeah, great. So that's great back-to-back efforts. It's pretty much almost a mirror of what happened to Gympie when Roma went through just before, and then they've just returned serve with a nice half run themselves. But again, good defence. So positive signs. The coaches would be pretty happy with that.
It's really interesting, mate. Both teams going automatically straight to man on and letting the runners run. So that's why we're seeing all these touchdowns.
That's it. So really testing each other out so far in the second half. No one's been able to crack as of yet. There's not much available out this side.
Fifth and final play.
Yeah. So turn the ball over. Let's see what Gympie's got this time around. They're just going to shift it out to their right edge as well. Mate,
Junior State Cup, how many times have you been up here now?
Oh, mates. Well, geez, I played in the very first Junior State Cup as there's a ball down. So I played in the first one. It was at Noosa, or out at Tawantin there. So I think that was back in like 95, 96.
No, you didn't.
So
wow.
Played from there. I was 9, playing under 13s.
Woo! You're a big guy.
I wasn't a big guy. I think they just needed an extra player to put the team in. So, but I filled that spot and I filled it well.
Awesome. So been involved ever since 95?
Ever since 95, pretty much. I don't think there's been too many that I've missed.
You're a life member, mate.
Oh, mate.
Mitchell. We see Mitchell go from half, defence straight to man on. Trying to pick up an option. Oh, there we go.
No.
Nope. Referees have seen a touch pass.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, yeah, you're right. It's just that man on chase. I think maybe they might have just identified that Eddie's the one that's doing the damage. Whether they're prepared to give him a little bit of space knowing that they're going to cover up all the support players. They've been able to handle it so far, but you just kind of wonder how long can they keep doing that before.
Yeah, running horsey races.
Yeah. It's tough to do. And they turned it over, unfortunately, Gympie. So Roma are going to have another go at him.
Bit of field position there. Pushing into the line, just settling them. Feeling the defence out. There we go, got him middle up.
Yeah, just choose to shift it to their left edge. And they're going to look to work it back in towards the middle. Or we just need to reset here. Which they do. And drive in. Here we go. We got people running holes. Ooh.
Good work there by the defender.
So last touch.
Fifth and final play. Let's look for some footwork.
It's a bit of a dead play there it is. Oh, jeez, he's got a good left foot. But I think they're onto it now. He's whipped it out a few times. But
first touch, here we go. Boys got to get it down the field. No, looking to get some fresh legs on.
So
there you go, nice and close to the sideline. He was looking at his feet there.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple of turnovers today, Scotty. People standing on the sideline.
It's weird how close you do get to the sideline, don't you? I don't know why. Everyone knows it's there because you're working towards your sub box, but all of a sudden you're there, aren't you?
Still end up on top of it.
Oh, mate. It's a good ball movement there. Just an easy little pass. That's probably, would you suggest they're just the little things like that? They're so simple, but just an extra little wrap around just to pop it over. If they got one coming up out of the line, it's just an easy way to make a few extra metres, isn't it?
Yeah, we just don't see enough of it, mate. You know, unfortunately, people think that rucking is about taking the ball up the field, person in front of you, getting your hand out and getting the ball down, but nothing wrong with a little bit of eyes up footy, feeding the wrappers around the back to pick up some extra metres.
Yeah, it's the simple things that work best most of the time.
It's a good example of just a little bit of catch pass, ball going to ground.
So it's been a bit of a back-and-forth ding-dong battle here. We've been locked up, I think, since half-time. There's options here. Who tries to hold it? We've got a hands-on head here in the Gympie box. I think the sub-players knew that was a bit of an opportunity potentially missed, but they still got the ball at least. And they're in pretty good field position here to have a go.
Here we go
and
off
that's
the
exactly
line.
what they're going to do. Oh, good peel.
Great pass left to right.
Wow.
Excellent. Big spaces out there too. Gympie taking advantage of that.
That was a great ball.
Bit of a rocket pass there off the hip, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. But sometimes like you really see these days that it seems to be the big, long Hail Mary pass seems to be the only go-to. But
Harbour Bridges.
Yeah, but, mate, sometimes just a great, flat link ball, someone running a good line, a good hole, that's all you need.
Yeah, and especially with some of the footwork these kids have these days, the speed they have, we only need half a foot on the outside. You know, get a nice strong pass to that player and he can beat his man one-on-one, no dramas. Shillingsworth with a great touch there.
Yeah, he really came up out of the line, but he was onside, no doubt about it. And he came up to put pressure on old Mitchell Eddy. And he's got the ball again here. You'd think he's going to get it back. He does. Yeah, he's not going to get through there.
He probably had an opportunity to feed the ball off there and run into a 3-on-2 numbers on the left side.
Yeah. So let's see what he's got. He is their man, that's for sure.
Oh, Keen Bean, all right.
Oh, loves the ball. But
and through the space, straight to man on. Ooh, good touch there by the winger. Winger on winger.
So it's Tory Kirby going through. He's looked pretty promising too, actually. I think he's had a few cracks and gotten through. He's our man with the left foot, so he has been very good for the Roman side as well.
Gympie just jogging a little bit. Yeah, a couple of errors there. Probably needs to go a little bit more direct and create some momentum first.
There's a good opportunity here. There was a bit of space on the left again, but it might just be tired legs starting to creep in a little bit. Happy just to hold the ball. And
how many Roma chasing, mate?
Oh, mate, we're down by a few. So I've got 7-3. Apologies if the score is incorrect, and you can see we haven't got a monitor in front of us. And unfortunately, we get a little bit carried away in here, Tristan, sometimes. We get to write the score down correctly. I've already been told I had it wrong once, so apologies for that.
Well, I think Roma probably have a good chance to start to take the game if they increase the tempo. Gympie have got a sub box with only 5 players in it, so they're playing the game with 11. And Roma have 7 subs in their box, so definitely an opportunity for Roma to strike here. Bit of fatigue backing up. Boom,
there it is.
Here we go. Oh, referee's going to call. Penalty. Not sure what the pullback's for.
Yeah, not sure what happened on that one.
Okay.
But well, they've still got the ball.
Roma with another crack.
Here we go. Just feeling each other out.
Chasing in there.
Yeah. A cleaner roll ball might have seen them get a bit of advantage out of that, but
nice big space here outside the line. Oh, the wingers there you go. He's engaging now.
Yeah. Let's pull them back again. No half. So they're going to have to reset again. So a couple of wasted touches. And you'd really like to see him just pick that running game back up again.
It's been working well for them, mate.
Yeah, it's been their strength, mate. And let's see how they go here.
Oh,
I am mesmerised by his footwork.
Straight to his winger again. Good touch.
So, jeez.
Don't know how he snuck through that place, mate.
Oh. I'd hate to see him on the dance floor. There'd be smoke coming off his shoes.
Oh, referees have picked up a maybe forward pass in the ruck. Here we go. Oh, off the mark. Gympie struggling to get out of their own half at the moment. I think they're prioritising getting off the field rather than going forward. Definitely hands on knees in the box.
Yeah, they've got to take advantage of this. You feel like, and it happened in the NRL Origin the other night when New South Wales were defending so much, you tend to get a little bit of thought in your mind going, geez, are we ever going to score here? So with this much ball, if they really want to get back into this game, you feel like they've got to score in this set.
And convert. Oh, playing the ball a little bit too close to the line there.
Yep.
Ran out of options.
Had to kill her, unfortunately.
And there we go. Gympie looking to go direct. Going to pick up some easy yards.
Yeah, this is a bit better. After defending for so long, it's quite easy work that they're doing. Good opportunity on the side. But, that was a good way of making it out of their end of the half. Just punch up through the middle. And awesome. Good roll ball.
35
defender,
out of there.
Yeah, defender just got himself in a bad position. Lets the half go through. They're going to lob it over the top.
Mate, great patience by the dummy half there. Didn't force the pass. Kept his eyes up, looking for his runners coming from everywhere. Great touchdown.
Yeah, good response. Good response after all of that pressure that they faced, defending their line for consecutive sets. And what a great hit back. And it's the Gympie boys that are taking control in this country derby out here on Field 1. What's your favourite country song, mate?
Favourite country song?
Yeah.
Islands in the stream. That's us, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, you're Dolly and I'm Kenny.
Oh, yeah. I'd be happy. Yeah, she's a pretty good sort, I suppose. So she's got some decent features, I suppose.
Yeah, don't mind the country music, mate.
Yeah, it's good. So
here we go. Mitchell looking to get his team together, sort out his play. I think his play is going to be down for me.
Shift it out. They're going to work it back to him, you feel. Well, he's definitely going to get the ball here.
Yep, little rooster wrap.
Bang, good
ball.
Feed,
3-on-2.
Get there.
Great option.
Get there.
Booyah.
Bingo.
Oh, referee's back for a touch pass
No. Let the kids play, ref. Let the kids play.
Great option there by number 11.
That was good,
yeah.
Mate, and that's what we was talking about. It was just simple ball work, having a look up, reacting to what the defence did, and it created a genuine opportunity for them. It's just a little bit late, unfortunately, but more of that from Roma would have helped.
Here we go. Gympie happy to truck the ball up. Not looking to go too hard at the moment. Touch 4, moving into Last touch to play with. 13.5. He likes to scoop, this guy.
Bang, right foot.
Shunk. Oh, Link was open.
It.
There you go.
Just no one there, unfortunately. The old winger's gone. I might sniff infield.
Chop the short hole.
Yeah. It happens. Gets lonely out on the wing sometimes.
It does, mate.
Yeah.
Hey? I've seen some fantastic games of football. Wingers touching the ball maybe 2 times for 2 touchdowns in the whole game, but saving plenty of touchdowns.
It's such a vital position on the field. It's a lot of the talk is generated from out there, and although you might not actually be touching the ball, sometimes that talk in defence particularly.
Yeah, we're very spoilt down in the southeast Queensland corner. Coming through the sort of Titans and Stingrays program over the last few years, we've got 6 gentlemen that are definitely genuine wingers, and it's awesome. It's really, really good for us.
That's great. So you got to, just for the kids that are out there, there was always a bit of a stigma back in the day that you never wanted to get picked in the wing position. Felt like you were the last one picked type thing, but that's just completely untrue, isn't it, mate?
Mate, Tommy Quinn-Livin loved scoring his 4 touchdowns.
Oh, how good was he in that premiership match?
Sean Francis a couple of State of Origins ago, 5 touchdowns. You know, what's wrong with scoring touchdowns, Scotty?
It's the full-time Hooter goes.
Bada boom, Gympie taking that one, mate.
Yeah, great effort from Gympie. They get over their country compadres, the Roma side, but it was entertaining. Like I said, the first 5-10 minutes in that first half, we were eating that up, weren't we, mate?
Mate, this is awesome. We've got a real treat here in front of us. We just had Gympie play Roma in the 16 boys, and then here roll up the 16 girls, Gympie versus Roma.
Can you believe it?
Hey, it's all on. Country club's all on.
Oh, we love it. We absolutely love it.
And it's good competition for these guys. You know, they just don't get in front of the big affiliates enough. So it's nice to have them sort of here battling it out with each other. Probably a little bit more opportunity for them.
Well, that's probably the best part of it, isn't it, mate? Like sometimes, unfortunately, they come up against some of the stronger affiliates and the scoreline might get away from them and they might walk away thinking, oh, geez, that was a bit tough. But you get better by playing the best, don't you?
Exactly right. And the Rugby World Sevens program is proof of that. You know, if you don't, those Kenya and those countries have never had a chance to play the All Blacks and the Wallabies and the likes of England, then they wouldn't be able to win the World Series and do all these sort of things they're doing now. So definitely got to expose them to that higher level of competition, whilst genuinely given these chances that we've given them today, you know, Gympie versus Roma. It's good to see.
Spot on. So that's just the great thing about the Junior State Cup. You get to play teams from all over the place. Can you believe... We have, it's like he might be able to hear us.
Hey.
We were just talking about Dolly Parton, and now the great PA man, Terry McSweeney, one of the best PA men in the business, has put our country song on for us.
He's rocked it for us.
From one lover to another.
Oh, you're going to make me have to stand up and start dancing here, Scotty, too, buddy.
We love it. We love it.
Hey, mate, it's a beautiful afternoon here up in Harvey Bay.
Mate, you can't complain. In the 8 years I think that we've been here, we've probably seen rain a couple of times. And I've spoken to quite a few people that have made their way up from New South Wales and different parts of the country, and they're just jealous that this is our winter.
Oh, mate, I could easily live up here.
Oh,
you know?
Can you believe it?
Get me a boat. I'd be fine, mate. Be an awesome place.
We could start a whale watching tour crew or something. What do you think?
That's awesome. I love it, mate. Fishermen, that's us.
Yeah, professional fisher. I've never really been any good at fishing. I don't really know how to do it.
You don't have to be good at fishing to fish, mate. That's the whole point of it.
It's a bit of luck, do you think, most of the time?
Mate, better chance of catching a cold that doesn't stop us from going out there.
Yeah, right, I'm digging your enthusiasm. We've got options.
Yeah, we do.
So if no one sees us again, we're in Harvey Bay. Tristan and Scotty's fishing chartered tours.
Wow, can't wait.
Yeah,
hey.
It's going to be a raging success.
Yep. Harvey Bay Touch would be happy to have you around, mate.
Oh, mate. I love the guys at Harvey Bay. They've done a great job. For them, they're only a small affiliate, but for them to be able to contribute the way that they do to help us put this massive event on, there's no way that we could put this on without the support of the Harvey Bay Touch guys. They're out here first thing in the morning, remarking lines. They pick up all the rubbish. They're fantastic.
Especially with 233 teams here, mate. We're sport the Fraser Coast to let us come here, aren't we?
Oh, mate, yeah. It's perfect. It's the perfect spot. We're thrilled that we're back here for, I think we're locked in for another 5 years. There's really exciting things happening in the Harvey Bay and Fraser Coast region as well, in terms of sporting precinct potentially becoming available to us in the near future. So that's just going to take this tournament to the next level, and we're really going to solidify being one of the greatest touch football tournaments in the country. There's no doubt about that.
Awesome, mate. Sounds great. And that's backed up by, I don't know if you've seen today, folks, but we've got a lot of referee coaching going on here throughout the event. A couple of hundred referees here, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the biggest things, and people probably don't realise that we've got near on 240 teams competing here this weekend, and that means we've got 240 referees as well. It's a requirement for each team to bring a referee with them, and that's a massive job to be able to do that. So we've got a lot of mums and dads that are putting their hand up to help their teams out so their kids can get out on the paddock. And there's a lot of good things happening as well. They don't just come and ref. They come, they get some coaching, they get some development, and hopefully they take that back to their affiliates, mate. And then they come back next year and we're bigger and better.
That's awesome, mate. Really, really good to see. Nice to see these developing referees out here on Field 1 as well.
Yeah, we love it. So we're underway. We're back into the second Country Cup match. Roma Gympie, how good is it?
Awesome, here we go. Roma taking off, looking to play into the attack zone. Let's see what they've got set up. One touch there. There's a little turnover there. Cool, reading through the team list. We do have the Gympie 16 girls. Sian Carbone, number 16. Number 33, Rachel Chubb. 17, Taylor Favia. 19, Lily Finger. 21, Taylor Jordan. 25, Jordan Lobegia. 18, Lakari Mason. 20, Nikita Rogers. 22, Ali Salter. 23, Lara Irwin. And 15, Elizabeth Waters as Gympie get into the green zone here. Just looking to pull the handbrake up a little bit. Get all their runners ready to run. Nice open side play. Holds the... There we go. Great put down. Referee looks to his sidelines. Happy with that one, Scotty.
Touchdown. Great eyes from you, Tristan. I thought it was a little bit closer, but you, mate, you locked it in straight away. You were never in doubt. So it's Gympie that take the first touchdown. They're 1 touchdown to 0 lead over Roma.
Awesome. As Roma make their way back to halfway. Looking through the Roma Juniors team, we have number 2, Angela Bradley. 7, Christina Douglas. 1, Eleanor Hanley. 6, Taylor Heath. 9, Tanea Jones-Drennan. 8, Abby Martin. 10, Emily McNulty. 5, Eleanor Sands. 17, Jai Lay Tester. 13, Sarah Upton. And number 4, Lara York. Mate, there's a couple of names lining up there in the boys. We had Thomas York and then Lara York here in the girls. I think there's some brothers and sisters going on from last game through to this one.
There's a bit of a trend popping up here, so it's good. That's another great thing about this tournament. It's a family thing. There's so many people across all the teams that would have brothers and sisters in different divisions, and makes for a great weekend for the family.
Yeah, awesome. That's the one. We come away for the school holidays, eh?
Yeah.
A lot of people here last week brought up their caravans, brought up their boats, and they've been up here. This is... you know, for some of these kids, they've been here for a few years now, and this is what their family does each school holidays. Yeah,
it's exactly right. And a lot of them will be leaving on Sunday, and they'll rebook for next year straight away, and they'll come back again, mate. It's a great place to come, that's for sure.
And you know, like I know, mate, accommodation is hard to find here during the Junior State Cup.
Oh, yeah. So I think that sort of attests to the success of this tournament. It's at a premium, so when people finally get their hands on something good, they lock it down.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, a little turnover there. Roma looking to ruck the ball up the field. Great run in there by Tanya.
So they just testing him out a little bit here, Roma. They pushing their way up the field, and they haven't really had an opportunity.
Oh, hands up in the air by the half.
Yeah. Ooh. Just waiting for the old subs to come on. Looking for a little bit of support from the girls.
Still short of a couple.
Yeah, looks like they 4 on the field here.
Yep.
We got 5.
This might be a set play.
Oh, sneaky like a flying V.
There you go, 5 there. It's only 5 out there now. There we go. 6 coming. Yeah. I think it might be a trick move.
Yeah, it could be.
I doubt it, but you know.
Yeah. We've got to give it to them. You always got to keep ahead of the game, you know what I mean? Think outside the square.
Oh, mate, saw a great penalty by England when they all lined up in an Indian file.
Oh.
It was good fun.
Wow.
It's good fun. And I think, touch football allows us the space to be creative, coaches to be innovative and try new things, whilst still trying to improve the skills of their players.
A little opportunity on the edge there. It's Gympie. They've got good position here on the field. And they're just looking at, that's a big held. No problems. Never in doubt. So they just kill it out there on the edge, and they're going to back their defence in here.
Let's go. Ali Salter pushing up, putting pressure on.
That's good. Here comes the next wave.
Excellent.
Yep.
That's great defence.
Yeah, it's good. Because they finished their set, right up on their line. So it's pretty important. The next thing, you really got to transition into that defensive mindset and think, and little things like that. There you go. Little errors occur, and look at where they're about to attack their line from here, T.
Awesome, mate. Yeah, coaches, put that 1-3-5 defence, the blitz defence, the rush defence into their players for moments like that. And we haven't seen them run it yet, but that was a great time to run it, upping the tempo on the D, getting a turnover. They get another shot to attack the line.
Yeah, as they just switch in, and you feel there's a little sweeper coming around the back.
Oh, Nikita with the scoop.
Yeah, looks to go on the short side, but they're all manned up on that side, so just turn it back in the middle. And you're going to reset. Let's see what they got. Feel a little rooster play coming on here. They turn it back to the short side. They got numbers.
Awesome. Elizabeth eyes up footy there. She was running the rooster, saw the short side was open and passed the ball through the link to the winger for a great touchdown.
They extend out now. 2 touchdowns to 0. So nice little buffer for the Gympie side. It's been still pretty close though. It's taken a while for them to get their second touchdown. So there's still a lot of hope in for the Roma side.
Yeah, for me, mate, that was all set up behind that little defensive push. I imagine we're going to see that a few times more in this game.
Yeah, it's spot on. It's amazing the momentum that you can get actually for your next attacking set off a good defensive set like that. And they took full advantage. Got the touchdowns, exactly what they would have wanted. But Roma, let's see what they got. And they might have dropped it. Referee says play on. Play to the whistle, which they have.
Play at the line.
And just lost track of the count, you think. It was 5th touch. Didn't have an acting half, and unfortunately they've just turned it back over to Gympie.
Here we go. Little pirouette there on defence. Here we go, Gympie. Good work, just pushing down the field. Oh, nice contact on the touch there.
That was a good touch, yeah.
Slowing down the roll ball.
Let's see, another good touch.
Great work again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They got numbers out here, though. It's just going to be a simple 2-on-1, or she's going to dummy and hold.
Good
That's
work.
exactly what she does.
That's what we like to see. Number 21, Taylor Jordan. She played a role, I think, in that last touchdown there as the link, feeding the winger, and that time happy to dummy and go on her own.
Wind's picking up here a little bit, mate.
It is, mate. There you go, making things tough out there for the players.
Yeah.
How do you feel being 10 feet off the ground, mate?
Yeah, this structure that looks like it was put together by a bunch of teenagers looks pretty sturdy, I think. So
awesome.
If you hear it crash or anything, it just means we've fallen 10 metres to the ground, but we'll keep going. We're professionals. So
Scotty, if you're happy, I'm happy, mate.
I'm always happy, mate.
There you go, as you see the shadows start to creep across the field with the setting sun. Angela taking the touch there.
The winger really came right in to make that touch, so...
See what Christina and Angela can sort of... Oh, yep, pass across to the link. Last touch play. Referee's hands nice and high in the air there.
So, Gympie. It's a famous town, actually, Gympie.
Oh, famous for Pizza Hut, no?
Well, the Pizza Hut as well. That's what's keeping them currently famous. I think it was quite a famous gold mining town.
There we go.
Back in the day. The Gympie Muster. That's huge.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever been out to it, mate?
No. But I'd like to. Yeah. Musters sound good.
Muster, are we talking cattle muster or music muster?
I think it's a music muster. So if there's a Dolly Parton tribute band or something at the Gympie Muster next year, we're going.
We are there, my friend. Hey.
Yeah. We'll take a week off from our fishing charter business and we'll go to Gympie.
Nice, mate. I'll do BVs. Yep, backing vocals. I'll be in there for you.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification. No, I didn't need clarification. Obviously, okay. I knew what BVs meant.
Sorry about that, mate.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty deadly on the old tambourine, to be honest.
Most excellent, mate. Yeah.
So
Roma just getting caught there, mate. Subs coming on behind.
It was a really clunky set, unfortunately. Struggled to hold on to the ball, and when you're reaching for the ball, it just takes all your forward momentum out. And they're potentially going to pay for it in the set.
Yep,
here it
good
is.
Little play.
Good ball and down.
Awesome. Good work there, Elizabeth Waters. She saw the space. Ball planted down by Ali and she was gone.
So again, you can just really see the effects of, unfortunately, a bad set from Roma beforehand. You really can't turn the ball over there, and Gympie have sort of brought their running game back a little bit. They took real full advantage, just got on the front foot, just really outran them, and it was quite an easy touchdown in the end.
Mate, really, really interesting. This is probably Junior State Cup, one of the first times I've seen such low numbers with the players. Both teams here playing with 11.
Yeah. I mean, it is tough, particularly for the Roma side. It's not too far of a travel for Gympie, but the actual distance and the commitment that it would take for those guys to get here, their parents to bring them out, it's a massive drive. It'd still probably take them 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours to get here from Roma. So great commitment that they can get on the park, but yeah, it does make it tough when you've only got a few on the bench, that's for sure.
Yeah, mate, it was tough. I was lucky enough to be living in Margaret River for a wee while. Made the West Australian Northern Territory Barbarians team, but we had to drive from Margaret River to Perth, 3.5-hour drive for training, and then, train for a couple of hours and 3.5 hours home.
Jeez.
Tell you, mate.
It's tough. It's not uncommon, though, mate, isn't it?
No way. Yep.
When you think of some of our country affiliates and our players up in North and Central Queensland, and across a lot of sports, that's just natural to them, unfortunately. And you think sometimes that we get some down here that don't want to go from the south side of Brisbane to the north side.
Oh, you have to tell me. We get down the coast.
Because you got to pay $4 in the toll and it takes you 40 minutes. But some of our country friends are driving 4 hours each way to have a game of sport. It's quite remarkable.
Mate, driving there is fine. After 2 hours, driving home is tough.
Oh, it's particularly when you've had a lot of points put on you as well. What about that? There's nothing worse.
Oh, good work by the half. No one into half. Here we go. 5th and final play.
Yeah, they're losing their way a little bit, unfortunately.
Definitely a bit of fatigue here creeping into the girls. Yep.
Yeah, they're doing it tough, but they're still hanging in there.
Mate, I really like Angela here. She's been working really, really hard all game so far. Likes her defence, gets up off the line. Unfortunately, she gets caught out on her own.
And they just work down the left edge. Feel like they're just going to realign here and just punch through the middle potentially. There's a lot of space open to them in front.
Yep,
here we go. It out here on the right. We're going to have a foot race here, and she's just put the burners on, looking for support.
Woo, Elizabeth Waters.
Let's see what the ref. We got all clear.
Booyah! She's having a great game.
Good
Scoot through for the last
speed.
one. Yeah, awesome.
Fast feet.
Really, really good. How do you reckon you would have gone chasing that one, mate?
Yeah, probably no good. Probably no good.
Mate, what did you think of the speed of the sprints? Some of those kids.
My God. Like, that's probably one thing you'd always want to have is just speed. You can't teach speed.
Man.
It's one of the best attributes that you can have. And some of those kids were just lightning quick.
I'll tell you. There's a little bit of technique to the old pass and turn changeover. As we see, Winger go down the far sideline. But, natural speed, mate. Natural speed.
It's really great to watch.
Here we go.
Let's ride him home here. It would be great to see him get a good touchdown. That's for sure. Keep their running game going. I think that's the key. When they sort of get a bit static, they lose their way a bit. So, referee...
Oh, got them for not moving off the line.
Yep. So,
Christina having a dab. Christina having a dab. Oh, too close to the line. No dummy half. Going to be picked off there. Fortunately, Eleanor wasn't able to get to half. Just so you're aware, folks, if the ball gets played inside the 5 metre line, you are allowed to pull the ball back and play it out on the 5 metre line there. So just getting a bit caught up.
Yes, again, it's just probably that just little bit of inexperience, unfortunately. But mate, I can guarantee she's done that. The coach has probably said, next time, pull it back. She won't do that again.
There we go.
There's a learning curve for the young girl.
Nice touch there.
Yeah, they've really switched it back into a good rolling through the middle.
Elizabeth into half. Bada boom. Pressure. Oh, referee's calling the sideline. Given the all clear there by Amanda far side.
All good. So we're out to 6 touchdowns to 0 now. Yeah, getting away with it a little bit.
There we go. Yep, Gympie clear their box. 5 going out. Let's see who the lucky person is gets to stay on.
Yeah, they haven't worked it out yet.
There we go. Good work. Keen bean, jelly bean. That's what we like.
I got you, girl, she said. I got you. I'll double up.
There we go. Into half-time. A welcome break by both teams, I think, mate.
Yeah, that last game of the day, I think, for both sides. Tired legs. Oh, it's nothing worse. They're shorter games, but there's still you're playing 3 or maybe 4 half-an-hour games. It's 2 hours worth of footy potentially a game. It adds up, mate.
There we go. So what about you, mate? Have you logged on to the team app yet? Checked out those fixtures and results?
Mate, I'm all over the team app. It's a great app, that's for sure. Definitely for, not only just for the people that are here across the weekend, but if you're at home and you're wanting to check your family or friends to see how their teams are going, just log on to the Queensland Touch Football team app, get those results, and hey, you got to stay on top of these things.
Mate, I tell you, there's been players walking around trying to figure out where they're going to land, who they're going to play in their final.
What about the mass?
Quarters.
What about the mass that occurs late on a Saturday afternoon, on a Friday afternoon, going into Saturday morning, starting to crunch numbers, going, all right, if we beat this team by this and that team beats that team by this much, then we might come fifth. I
tell you, I'll never make that mistake again, unfortunately. Part of the Titans Elite 8 men's team this year, and yeah, we got the maths wrong.
You did.
We got the maths wrong.
That's a lesson to everybody that's out there. The Titans Elite 8 team, the top of the top for us in Queensland touch football. So if you don't know, Tristan's the assistant coach, and they went into that game, and we got told from them as well, we're all in the tent. No, we're all good. We've just got to, what was it, win by 1 or lose by 1 or something?
Yeah, we thought we were there.
And they came off, I think they lost by 1, and they went, righto, it's all good, we lost the game, but we're into the semi-finals.
Posted on Instagram, finals bound.
Oh, forgot to carry the 1,
bang, bang.
Something like that. Yep. Pack your bag, boys. You're gone.
So no more maths, mate. No more maths, we just let the ladder take control.
Yeah, that's it, mate. It's all computers these days and all that. Like, we don't need to crunch numbers anymore. We're wasting our time.
Yep.
So if there's any kids out there, don't worry about maths, that's cool. You'll be fine. Just use your computer.
Yep, don't use your phone.
Nah, phones are no good. You're a waste of time. The old calculator. There's a scientific calculator.
Back in the day.
Oh, mate.
Oh, of course we do, mate. Of course we do.
Were they?
Do you reckon old Brendan Jones got a scientific calculator out there talking to his referees?
Oh, he looks like he would have one in his back pocket.
Here we go.
At all times. So he really took his sweet time to get off the field, old Brendan Jones.
Mate, really nice to see him out here with the junior referees, though, doing his coaching.
Yeah, he's been really good for the referee system. We've got a junior elite talent squad as nice show and go.
It's that lady again. It's that lady, Elizabeth Waters.
She's our girl. She's our girl on this Gympie side.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Just a little bit of individual brilliance there.
Mate, ball in 2 hands. You
well,
know,
that's what you need, isn't it?
Time and time again, we see the ball in 2 hands, players running at the line, defenders holding off. Great touchdown.
Yeah, so just going back on what Brendan Jones does in the referee arm of the sport, he looks after the junior elite talent squad referees. And that's a talent identification squad of young up-and-coming junior referees that we have. So we've got 6, I think, or so referees that have been identified from across the state, and they come in to do some development programs that were part of the Junior Broncos, Titans and Cowboys system this year as well. So we try to get as much out of that program as possible. Straight through the middle and touched. Good defence.
Yeah, great chase there. Great chase there.
So for those young up-and-coming referees that are out there, you might only be a level 1 or 2, just refereeing at park level. There's a good avenue for you as well to get to that level 6 one day and be a national referee. So keep out there. And Brendan and his crew are definitely looking out for new talent to join the Jets squad.
Ellie into half. Boom, nice. Oh, too many options.
Was in the end. Just pushed the pass out a little bit too far.
It was good. She took her time to set it up, but yeah, I just think there was a couple of players out there, 3 players on 1.
Too much to choose from sometimes, mate.
Yeah.
You don't know where to go.
Good push there, though, on defence, trying to make up for it. Oh, nice lift there by the winger. I like that.
Oh.
Forced the error.
Bad luck, though, was on. It was well read, and the winger did come in and put a bit of pressure on, so she floated over the top, took her chances, but unfortunately, high risk, no reward.
Space, boom.
Yeah, good touchdown. That's 25 from Gympie. It's Jordan Lobergeiger. I believe the Lobergeiger name is synonymous in Gympie, or father. I'll presume it's her father, or maybe a relative, Jeff. He's done a lot of refereeing development work in Gympie himself. Comes down to Brisbane quite a lot to referee as well, so...
Good to see, mate. It's nice that there's a touch family, another touch family.
There's touch families everywhere, mate.
Yeah, mate, we had a really good interview earlier with Bradley Russell, You know, it was good fun. Those guys get a lot of airtime, obviously. Those boys, there's 3 of them heavily involved in touch. Father's a coach. You know, mum's involved too, like all mums with touch playing kids.
Oh, absolutely.
Big shout out to all the mums out there who have to look after their kids playing touch. Buy those footy boots, carry their water bottles around, look after them.
Absolutely. Particularly Janine, who's the mother of the Russell clan. They have 3 boys, plus Graham, Rusty, who's probably the biggest punish out of all of them, to be honest.
There we go.
But not only the Russells, there are other great
the Moores,
families.
mate.
The Moores from Rockhampton,
I'd
3 balls.
love to see a 3-on-3 between those guys.
Oh, you just out in the backyard, just watch them play real footy out the back.
Yep.
But
I don't know if Rusty could hold it together.
No.
He'd be taking names.
Yeah. So the talent that we have within families, the Mai-Mais.
Oh, mate.
Can you? Oh,
yep.
For those that don't know, family from they've come from Redlands, also play within Brisbane Metro. So we've got Gemma Mai, who's the oldest. She is now a Queensland Firebirds player.
Mm-hmm.
She played here at the Junior State Cup. I coached her in the 16 girls side quite some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Our whole game plan was go down for Gemma. Unfortunately, she got tired by the end of the tournament because that's all we had. But she was a fantastic athlete. Doesn't matter what sport she could do, and obviously she's doing fantastic things with the Queensland Firebirds, and we wish her all the best with that. But she's got 2 twin sisters. Both have played at Elite 8.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla and Rebecca.
Yep, they're both in the Queensland Mixed Open squad.
And then the youngest, Lisa.
Was out here yesterday.
She's out here yesterday playing for Brisbane Metro. She's played Queensland schools. She's been in Australian youth sides as well. So 4 sisters all playing extremely high level, national, international level sport. It's amazing.
It's neat, isn't it? Here we go. Roma trying to push off their own line, work through the field. Angela been into half 3 times. There we go. Finally a bit of momentum, bit of go forward.
Yeah, it's what we were looking for. We just want to keep
4th
punching.
touch coming up. Ooh.
Turnover, unfortunately. Big defensive set here. We're riding them home. We reckon they've got it in. They're going to hold Gympie out this set, I reckon.
Ellie here looking to set up. Sweeping around the back on a sweeper. Pop.
Go on, girls.
Here's the option this
Shut
time.
in.
Yeah, nails the pass this time, mate.
Yep.
Beautiful pass by Ellie there to fix that one up.
So 9-0. It's pushed out to, and for Roma, yeah, they are looking tired, unfortunately. But
I think they'll just cruise back to halfway here.
yeah, let's chew off some time off the clock. Probably thinking about which ice cream shop they're going to go to later on
Oh,
tonight.
tell me about it. Harvey Bay has a great one down on the waterfront, mate.
Oh, mate, there's a really good selection of ice cream. There's
Oh,
some
yeah.
good Thai restaurants too, actually. It's a really good
we
Thai
had Thai
one.
the other night for dinner, mate.
Down on the Esplanade, so you don't have to go far to get a feed around here.
You know what, though, mate? I tell you, been here a few years now and came here with the wife a couple of years back, and we were just
Nice.
in a different fish and chip shop every day.
Oh, mate.
Fresh fish in
Oh.
Harvey Bay. Cannot be beaten. Local prawns.
So that's what I'm saying. Like our fishing
Fish.
charter company's going to take off.
Take
We can
off.
then maybe have a fish and chip shop on the side. So we'll go on the boat in the morning and then we'll come and cook it up in the evening.
And we can come to Junior State Cup with our fresh fish shop.
Oh, exactly,
I tell you, it's all coming together, Scotty.
mate.
The
What a
Gympie must have
plan.
better watch out.
What a plan. The Gympie must have better watch out, mate. And the Pizza Hut.
Here we go. Let's see if Roma can make it push over halfway on this one.
Yeah,
Get
come
into
on, guys.
to a green zone.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit. They're really stretched out, which is ideally what you want, but they're finding it hard to get the ball out to teammates, and they're just really congested in this middle third of the field, and that's just what's happened, unfortunately.
Probably be looking for a Graham Clancy special there. We got a little play called Queensland,
Ooh.
and that's just pretty much dump the ball. I'm going to scoop it no matter where I am on the field.
Yeah. So Clancy dumps it, or is he
No
the
way,
one that
Clancy
picks it?
is the pick and go. Doesn't matter if he's the winger or not. He looks at me, eyeballs me, and says, Queensland, mate. And I
Wow.
slam it down, and he just goes.
Regardless. How's the success rate for that?
Mate, it goes off. Who's going to scoop on the first on a touch field?
Wow.
Graham
that's a good
Clancy.
point. Wow.
There we go. It's that lady again, Elizabeth Salter, setting up another touchdown. Good work.
Yeah, she's been everywhere in this game, that's for sure.
Nice, confident young player.
It's good to see, isn't it? The skill level of the girls is really good across the park, mate. Like,
Mate, kids' touch is mind-blowing. You know, you go back to when you and I were at school and we were allowed to play bull rush.
Spot on.
Kids aren't allowed to play bull rush or league or rugby anymore, so when I visit schools to do my touch development, they're out on the backfield throwing the footy. They're doing flick passes and chucking it, 15, 20-metre passes. Boys and girls, all of them. It's just, it's awesome to see. And touch football being such an important catch and pass game, mate, you can see that skill really developing.
Yeah, 100%. It's the simple things that still make the sport so good. And again, that's good to see that it's just kids just throwing the footy around as well, because it actually does translate into the game, believe it or not, just the evasiveness of those sort of skills and drills type things. So,
oh, definitely.
Good to see the kids are still out having a good time.
There we go. Gympie know the way home.
Yeah, they're rolling through the middle here.
He goes one of our try scorers there. Yep, Ali happy to go from half. There's a pick here. Yeah, there we go. Good girl.
Run it.
She's
turns it back on the inside. They got numbers. Dish. Down.
Yeah, great touchdown. Well orchestrated there. And just taking their time, not rushing down the field. Happy to cruise down the field at 70-80% to get a good outcome.
So they're running away with it. Gympie, unfortunately, they'll be looking, I think, for the full-time hooter, the Roma girls, but they can hold their heads up high here. They've done a good job.
Mate, so Roma contribute to the Southwest Swans?
Yeah, that's right. Yep,
cool.
They're a Southwest affiliate.
Excellent. What about Gympie?
Gympie are in Sunshine Coast.
Sunshine Coast affiliate.
Yep. They've been a stable in the Sunshine Coast setup for quite some time.
Nice.
And they've been coming to the Junior State Cup for a number of years. And they've had some pretty good results as well. They've done it pretty tough at times, Gympie as well. A lot of people would know, had a lot of issues with floods. Big floods, no doubt. That hit a lot of areas. Brisbane, Toowoomba also affected Gympie. Remarkable photos that got sent through to the state office. So the water was over the top of the Gympie clubhouse. And if you've ever gone past the touch fields on the highway, if you're either coming in or out of Gympie, you can really get an appreciation of how much water actually went through the town and affected the touch club. But they rebuilt. It's happened to them a few times. It wasn't the only time, and they just rebuild. And then they get back out on the field, mate. So it's remarkable.
Just play footy, that's right.
So
awesome,
good community spirit. And the Gympie side, they keep on rolling on.
Big space out here in the link hole.
Yeah, it's been offered to them if they want it. Let's see.
Actually, link holes both sides, mate.
Yeah.
Roma only a tight four. There it is. Boom,
bang.
shakalak. Great touchdown.
The guru. You could see it before it even happened, my friend.
Nikita Rogers there. Nice little dive too. We were talking yesterday about how the ability of diving, mate, has improved massively throughout through the ladies' game. You know, boys been diving for a wee while, playing rugby and league. We get those opportunities. But obviously there's not many sports that the ladies have played up until more recently where they had that opportunity to fly through the air.
Yeah, that's it.
That was an awesome dive to finish.
Yeah, that's it. Just comes down to technique in the end, just having the confidence to be able to do it. But you're right, I think that the girls are, although we love them playing touch, are probably getting exposed to a few other sports as well where it's a bit more rough and tumble, and no doubt there are things that are helping them when they come back and get back onto the touch field.
How do you go, mate? Are you a low dive guy? High fives?
Yeah, I'm a low dive. I've got the length of my arms is probably the only decent thing that I have going for me. So
sort of like a gorilla.
Yeah. I'm probably more like a chimpanzee, to be honest.
Gotcha.
So if I can get it, if it's a dewy night and I can get down low,
it's all over.
Mate, shut the gates.
Wow.
Shut the gates.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Disappointing I'm retired. If anyone's looking for a C-grade has-been player available, it's a cheap contract. They'll do it for a bag of twisties and a Pepsi Max, or maybe a Fanta, actually.
That's not far off my steak and cheese pie and a can of Coke contract.
Oh, yeah.
Partial to that growing up.
I could imagine.
Here we go.
Right.
Gympie with another strike on the line. Can't be long left in this game, mate.
No, we got to be getting close here. No, it's a drop-off-on. We got the
there we
fumbles.
go.
We
There
got
we
the
go.
fumbles, both sides.
Referee's having to run some meters there. We call that 5-5, folks. So the poor referee has a ball go down. They run the 5 just like that.
Bang.
And then they've had to pump back that 5. Amanda out there in the middle. She's running some Ks at the moment.
So hopefully she's got the Fitbit on.
And bada boom. There we go.
Through the middle.
Great touchdown to Jordan there.
Like we said, if referee Amanda is checking the Fitbit after this game, good numbers. It's going to be good numbers potentially. So that's what we're looking for.
It's always really, really hard for that referee on those 5-to-5 after you've done a couple of them right then to actually set the 5. It's hard. So she's communicating to the players as she's running towards them, getting them back on side.
It's really important, actually. It's quite difficult. The speed of the game sometimes, when you're refereeing, to have to look at the ruck, to look at where the players are to make sure they're on side, and then to try to set the 5 in the next touch. So they do a great job, the referees. And even, like jokingly, we were talking about having a Fitbit on before. There are some of our referees, high-level referees, that have wooden GPS trackers and stuff like that, and they are covering more ground than the players. There's no doubt about that. Even when there's 3 of them on the field, so they do it tough. It's a full time. So Gympie too strong. And it was a gallant effort from Roma, but another great country cup, mate.
Oh, I loved it, mate. Couple of great games in a row. Nice to see Gympie take on Roma and the 16 boys and the 16 girls. It's a great way for us to sign out today, buddy.
Yeah, we've had a great day here. The second day of the Junior State Cup. That does bring a conclusion to the live stream for today. We thank everyone for watching at home. But make sure you are watching tomorrow. Tomorrow's the business day.
That's payday, baby.
It is, mate.
It is payday tomorrow, Scotty.
So our live stream starts in the morning. We've got a couple of round games, and then we get into the business end of it. We've got quarterfinals, semi-finals, grand finals, all live for you on the live stream on Queensland Touch Facebook page. Make sure you tune in.